Hello, degenerates of the internet. My name is Howza, and what's happening? For fuck. You don't deserve to live. So today I'm doing a video on a game called BROTATO. You probably got that from the thumbnail and title, but I've been enjoying this game and I got some footage this time. So why not make a video? So BROTATO is a game where you are a potato and you fight through waves of enemies, and if you die, you cannot restart. So it's your basic bread and butter roguelike game. There are different items you can buy at the shop in between rounds. There are a max of 20 rounds, or you can go endlessly, and overall it's a pretty fun game. So let me explain how you play it. The background here is just me playing my first ever game. I'm from wave 3 to wave 10, I think, and you will just be able to see how the gameplay works. At the beginning of the game, it gives you a character selector, so you can select a character, for example, the basic bread and butter character, just basic. You can select the brawler, which is like your basic melee type, and you can select so many characters which give you different debuffs, different buffs, and just overall general different ways to play. And this gives the game heaps of replayability, so from the start of practically every single round, you can pick one of this massive list of characters and have a different experience straight up. After you select your character, it gives you a weapon to start off with. Now you can pick a ranged weapon, a elemental weapon like magic, and a melee weapon. Well, there's probably other types, but that's the basics. The ranged weapon uses the range damage modifier plus the normal damage modifier. The melee weapon modifier is applied to the melee weapon, of course, and the damage modifier, and the elemental weapon, you get it, the elemental damage modifier. The more you upgrade these damage modifiers, the more these certain types of weapons go up in damage. So for example, this item here you can get during at the shop or find in the game. This item can boost one of these modifiers. And for example, let's say there's just a random weapon modifier you find in the game. You can buy it and it will amplify your melee damage. Now, if you're playing a melee class, you like these, but if you're playing a ranged or elemental class, you don't really want these weapons. Now, I'm not really here to explain how the game works, but let me just explain. So, weapons and items, they can pair really well with each other, but items can also boost your base stats. Like they can boost your attack speed, your harvesting, your luck, and your dodge. Well, there are more than that. I'm going to explain what some of them do. Speed, luck is, I don't really know, I just started the game. But dodge is your chance to dodge an attack. So let's say an enemy hits you, but you have a higher chance of dodging since you got a certain item to boost that stat, and you can dodge the enemy. Now I'm going to share my personal opinion of the game. I think this is an amazing game. Since I started playing it, I haven't been able to put it down. It's just so good. It's probably already one of my favorite games, probably one of my top 10 games, and I've only been playing it for like 3 days. Some of my favorite things about this game are the art style. I really love the art style. It's so simplistic yet so good. The sound design is amazing. It's just music to my ears. The gun shooting is so good. I love that sound. I just want to hear more of it. And don't get me started on this beautiful soundtrack. It's probably one of my favorite soundtracks, and that's up there with Halo for me. I also love just how this game feels. It's not a very hard game to learn how to play, but it's so fun just to get on, play for a few hours, get off, and do it again. This game also has amazing replayability. There's so many little potato people you can be, There's like the engineer. I've just done my first run before recording this. The basic ones, the very unique ones. It's such a replayable game. The experience is different every time, and it helps that the wide range of weapons and items in the game just keep helping that replayability. I also love the name, BROTATO. It sounds sick. I love that you play as a little potato, bean, egg person. I assume a potato, but it's just so fun. And I also love just going through waves of enemies, absolutely massacring them. It's a feeling I haven't felt since I played that one like mobile game. But that mobile game's kind of trash compared to this. I don't know. You know the one I'm talking about. And you might be wondering, is this just a completely positive game? No, it's not. There are a few issues I have with the game. I'm gonna tell them like now. This is unscripted. This is unscripted. That's why I'm messing up words in that. My laptop's broken, so I can't really make a script. Some negatives of this game are the amount of stats and like buffs and all of that can be very confusing to newer players. When I first started, I was so confused on what does this do? What is that? What does this mean? It's so much that you have to learn. But that's one of the only bad things. Once you actually learn it, it gets really fun to play. Another bad thing about this game is it's a personal thing, is the amount of controllers you will break because you are on level 20 or wave 20, whatever. You're about to win. Some random charging dude comes at you and instantly kills you. That happened last round with my engineer build. I was very angry. There are a few more negatives. I don't really know them yet though, since I haven't really been playing for that long. That's about it for the review of the game. I'm going to show you some of my gameplay now. You can skip off. No, you don't. You can't skip off. I'll murder you. You can stay and watch my gameplay. More toy reviews coming soon, by the way. I just wasn't bothered to make one. Like, I got you at the start, didn't I, though? Yeah. Watch the gameplay. There's no end screen because my laptop broke. Buy, I guess, subscribe or something. I don't know. Subscribe.